Hello, me again. Last video. Halloween Horror Nights. Last one, promise. For today. For a while. Probably. I gotta stand though, so I'm just gonna set you down, and talk like this. It's a little too much. Yeah. So, Halloween Horror Nights. Good event. I'm still reading from this way though, because the computer is that way, and I didn't memorize all of the stuff yet. It'll be coming, trust me. Universal's always going on up here. It's like me and it. Anyway, we have September 23rd. There's a 30 in there somewhere. September 23rd, which would be 9/23, 3rd, 10/31, or October 31st, is going to be the awesome, scary, super horrifying. Yeah, I always make up my own words. Get used to it. You're probably already used to it from like past videos. I do it a lot. Anyway, this is going to be Halloween Horror Nights, and as you know from last year, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, it was the 20 Years of Fear mark. So basically, it was saying we've done 20 years of this now. And actually, what it was kind of saying more of, and a lot of people didn't really get this, it was actually saying 20 Years of Fear from now as well, from like here on, not to the past. So it's more of, here we're going to go on with a new 20 Years of Fear. And not a lot of people, I didn't really get that at first. A lot of other people, I don't know, it doesn't seem very obvious because they've done 20 years. So it seemed like, okay, we're talking about past. More of, we're talking about, alright, we're going to do the next 20 Years of Fear now. For the next 2 decades, this is what we're going for. So now we're on year 21, which would be the start of the new 20 Years of Fear, I guess. Technically, I guess last year was. Like, that was kind of like a transition as well. Anyway, this year's theme is going to be Lady Luck type, from what it looks like. I don't know, I haven't been looking at it too much yet, quite, because it's quite a ways away, but just from, you know, a quick 7 to 10 minutes of breezing through all this, looks like Lady Luck type thing. You know, gambling and card poker type would be the theme. And she's gonna kill you if you lose. It's more like gambling with your life/soul, sort of, pretty much. So, for prices, I don't really know how I'm gonna go over this. There's so much. Generally, it's a little bit different this year, I guess. Last year they had kind of like an easier setup of it. It was kind of like you could pick any of these days. It kind of showed more of like calendar type setup. And now it's just kind of like multi-days. Choose your own day, sort of ish. I don't know. It's a little bit different. So, I'm not sure if there's even like a pass for every day. I assume there would be, but it kind of looks like you have a pass of. Looking that way. I could just turn it. 1 day, 15 day, 20 day, 10 day type stuff you can use. You're just gonna have to probably visit the website. I'll put it on a link again down below. Because this right here is going to be nightmarish to show you. You know, and that's just for annual pass holders. There's also Florida residents, general pass holder, group deals, all that kind of good stuff. So, anyway. You good? I'm gonna kneel. I'm going to kneel. Events. They're gonna have the standard type stuff, you know, it's from 6:30 p.m. to 2 o'clock. So it's later than Rock the Universe, which is only from 4 to, well, technically Rock the Universe is from 4 to 1, so you're getting more hours. This one's from 6:30 to 2. But you go later in the night. I kind of maybe would prefer going later in the night. I really, especially for this, because I don't know what it is, but normally people tend to get a bit more startled at nighttime than just standard daytime. Even if you're in the dark during the day, it's not as, I don't know, you don't feel that as much, I suppose. But it's definitely a lot that you're going to be doing. They have, for those of you that don't know, they're really good videos that you can go on and watch that would do better descriptions than what I can tell you, but pretty much they have type things of scare zones, which is kind of where they just have specific areas where they'll be most frightening, where they'll have more people walking around with props that actually work there, and their job pretty much is only to scare you. So if you don't like getting scared, they don't really care. They're going to do it anyway because they figure you paid money for us to come and scare you. You entered the park, you're taking the risk, okay? So it's not like a please. It's not like you can work with a person that's saying, hey, I don't like you scared, I'm just here because I want to ride the rides, because they're more like, you should come another night then, because we're all going to scare you either way. I mean, there's only so much we can work with you with, you know? Maybe we could go lighter on you, not as much, but, you know, as we do on other people, but we're still going to scare the crap out of you. So, yeah, that's the scare zones. And each one kind of has their own, like, setup type theme. Sometimes some of them are just, like, warehouses. Sometimes other ones are, like, cannibalistic, like, environments. Tiki type cannibals, you know, like an island, sort of. Others maybe sacrificing, supposedly, people. And others. Oh, one of the best ones, though, is, oh, it was so awesome. Because they actually have, like, this one section, kind of, it's in front of the Mummy, like where they do the Blues Brothers, but one more row down where they have a few alleys, and then they set up in that alley during Halloween Horror Nights, and that's probably the best one because you're like in a dark alley and they have mist and fog machines everywhere. It's really quite amazing. I'm probably going to put a few pictures in this video, like add some captions over what I'm saying, if I can figure out when to put it. So, that's another scare zone. Then they also have the haunted houses, which actually, okay, for Halloween Horror Nights, much more so than Rock Universe or any other kind of like special event that they do, they really quite shut down rides quite a bit. So stuff like, I know the Mummy may be one of the only ones that is open. I know for a fact Disaster's always closed. Men in Black is normally closed. The Rocket is most likely, I think, pretty much closed. Shrek 40 should be open. And some other ones around there should be open. But for quite a bit, you know, like E.T. is closed, and The Simpsons, I think The Simpsons might be open, I'm not quite sure. But I don't think that Jaws would be open. I don't think so. I know that Disaster, they use it for warehouse, or not warehouse, scare house? Haunted house. There. That's the word I was looking for. Something house. Scare house, haunted house. Warehouse, if it's scary, can be one, supposedly. And that's where they actually, like, completely set up. Okay, this is the major type parts that you have to go in. You know, there's scare zones, which are great, but then the haunted houses, they go all out on, and it's amazing. Really quite is. There's not much video of that, though, because they really are very strict about bringing any kind of recording device or picture device type camera, something like that, with you. They really don't want people to know what it's like inside there until you're actually there. So, you may not be able to find too many videos of that on the internet. But, those are really good. And I know they set up in Disaster. And I've seen it every year. They normally do that. So I'm assuming it'll be closed again this year. I mean, prices could be outrageous. I mean, one of them I'm just looking at right now is $154 plus tax. But that's probably, that is the top. That's for everything. Then they also have, like, VIP passes and stuff like that, where I think you have to go, like, back lot, behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure I know they have done it before. It's quite a bit. It's good. It's going to be a good year. I think so. And I'm hoping I'm going this year, so it should be even better because I'll be able to experience it. Better for me, anyway. I'm going to stop there. So, if you want to find out some informations, all you have to do is go into Universal's home website. It says in the last video, universalorlando.com, or you just go from there, because they have a link. Otherwise, I'd have to give you a whole other. I'll probably post it down there, though. Like I said, I probably will. So that's that. So far, I've enlightened you on the November event for Harry Potter, and Rock the Universe, and Halloween Horror Nights. So you should be good for a while. Please, thank you, right? Yeah. If anything else, you can always go visit Griffey199773. He'll be more than probably likely. Sorry to, like, you know, I don't mean if you're watching this to volunteer you for something, but I know you normally are okay with that, and you kind of like to give advice like that about theme park inside stuff. So feel free to comment near him, you know, wherever you want, or just go on and look it up yourself. Either way, pretty much, yeah. That's that.